Well, welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Denver Nuggets. Tip-off goes to Denver. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ilgauskas is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Larry Hughes. And it's Snow in at the one.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. On defense, the Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Another miss by LeBron.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The shot's good from Snow. Quick start for the Nuggets in this one. Lever passes to Carmelo. And the call will be against Zydrunas Ilgauskas. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, just over a minute played. Anthony, the pass to Issel. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Taken away by Anthony. Lets it fly from 18. Nice shot by Thompson.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum. And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And there it is for him.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Now, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now here's James following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. It's good.
And right in the teeth of the defense, making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, pinpointing the rim protection with that attack, and no one makes enough of an effort there to stop him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
For Denver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Daniel Gibson's checked in for Cleveland. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Learjet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you. I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key. I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
A different look now for Cleveland. Pollard, he's checked in for Ilgauskas. Marshall comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Wesley in for Larry Hughes. Ellis, he's checked in for Anthony. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist from Marshall.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dishes it to Mutombo. And stolen by LeBron. By himself. And James throws it down.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And they double up Iverson. And Daniel Gibson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 1:06 left in the first. And they double up Iverson. Shoots over Wesley.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And another miss by Denver. Here's Gibson. Here's Pollard. Makes it off the glass. Pollard's got it back down to single digits for Cleveland.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Denver leading by 7. Iverson. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
No good from Gibson. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
8 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 1 second left. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nuggets lead by 12. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here. The Cavaliers trail by 12. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Jones. He's out there with Daniel Gibson. Pollard is out there with LeBron James. And it's Marshall in at the 4 spot. Here's Abdul Rauf. Feeds to Ellis. Looking for Mutombo. He gets it there.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here we go, all alone. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on that one. Antonio McDyess is checked in for Denver. Billups comes in for Allen Iverson. Then for the Cavaliers, Ilgauskas comes in for LeBron. And it's Snow in.
Oh, no. That just happened.
Oh, my. He's just getting nasty on him now, fellas.
You know, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out the really slick moves. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Pollard. And he can't hit the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Denver making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Hughes is checked in. Here's Issel. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Timeout.
Issel's got the lead up to 14 now for Denver.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Cavaliers on offense. Here's Snow. Solid defense right there from Billups.
Those
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the San Antonio Spurs. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Pippen. Rose is out there with Jordan. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Gilmore in at the center, locking down in the middle. Here's Parker. Here's Duncan. And he can't bank that one in. From deep, Rose. Good on the triple. Rose has got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Robinson, that's good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
And 3 from Jordan. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Duncan to Gervin. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Fires from 18. Tries again. In deep, Robinson drops it in. Robinson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here's Parker.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And Parker drops them both.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Oh!
Yikes!
Wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
that's for sure. They set the pick. Here's Jordan. Again, Chicago.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Outside, Rodman. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. Gervin with the steal. For the finish. Oh!
No way.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Parker's shot is off.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 1. Leonard. And the rejection by Pippen. They get it back. He's got a clear path all along.
Oh, man.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Rose. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Gervin. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Gervin with the steal.
Oh!
And he slams it one-handed.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
A different look now for San Antonio. Elliott's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Ginobili comes in for Gervin. And it's Johnson in for Parker. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Butler's checked in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Pippen for 3. Here's Rodman. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for Robinson.
Well, fantastic awareness finishing. No, that just happened.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Johnson. Jordan, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. So Johnson hits 2 of them. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. The drive by Jordan. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Gilmore passes to Elliott. To the inside. Yep, that one goes.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Back to the action after this word. And so far, it's been a closely... San Antonio trailing here. Aldridge out there with Elliott. Then there's Ginobili. Then it's Johnson. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Sloan. That falls. Great assist by Love. Sloan's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Armstrong. Sloan dishes to Love. There's the steal. Unloads from 13. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Puts it up from 15. Noah kicks to Love. Sloan passes to Armstrong. Off target with his three. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Baseline jumper. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Gilmore's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Rodman. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Spurs trail by 3. Shoots from 8. They kick it out to Green. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Pippen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead. And here we go, baby. It is showtime. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Tony Parker's checked in for the Spurs. There's Rose with the 3. Rebound San Antonio. And stolen by Jordan. A 3 ball. That one, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Stolen by Pippen. San Antonio making a switch here. Gervin's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Gervin against Jordan. Some solid defense by Rodman.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Tim Duncan. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Grant, he's checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And it's Butler in for Jordan. Outside Butler.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness, zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Butler dishes to Grant. The kick out to Rose. They set the pick. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Rose has got 5. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
that always energizes your teammates. They feel your imagination, get motivated, and helps you extend your lead as well.
For Chicago, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Free throw, good, Rose.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
Robinson's checked in for Dennis Rodman. Robinson misses.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Here's Rose. Here's Grant. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kukoc passes to Gilmore.
Well, there are good fouls. And then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Duncan. Elliott comes in for Gervin. And it's Ginobili in for Parker. The steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Sloan shot is off. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Elliott. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Aldridge can't get it to go. Here's Love. Poked away. That'll do it for the first half. It's Chicago up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. San Antonio with the ball. 8-point game. So for Chicago right now, Derrick Rose is out there with Jordan. And it's Dennis Rodman. Then it's Pippen. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Pippen's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Parker. And the rejection by Pippen. And there's the pass to Gilmore. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Here's Jordan. That's short off the rim. Spurs trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
The offensive rebound. Here's Robinson. It's deflected. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And the rejection by Leonard. Robinson drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Robinson's got 8 points.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Spurs have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Free throw drops in for Tony Parker. The Bulls leading by 11. Stolen. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Here's Jordan. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
Count it. Good. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good, Jordan. And the Spurs with some changes. Rodman comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Johnson in for Parker. Here's Bowen. The rebound by Grant. The drive by Jordan. Yes, that goes in. Jordan's got 22.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. In transition, here come the Bulls. And finished off by Noah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. San Antonio again missing.